Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Manning's Giants going up against Osweiler's Texans. With that, let's get on out to Houston. We're standing by as our commentary team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New York Giants and the Houston Texans. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Here's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings. A gain of 3, second down. Second down following the run. On second down, here's Manning. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Now let's get a look at the starters on defense for Houston. They forced 3 turnovers against Indianapolis in Week 14. 2 interceptions by Luck, also forced a Luck fumble. And, you know, they were -9 in the turnover category was this Texans team, but that defense stepped up against Indianapolis.
So they ended up +2 in this game against Indianapolis, correct?
Yep.
And let's face it, every coach you ever talk to will point to turnover margin as a big indicator for success, and it played out perfectly for Houston.
To throw, it's Manning. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in the bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Miller, the lone setback. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
All right, here we go.
Again, it's Miller. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And quickly the starting 11 now for the New York defense.
Jonathan Hankins is a run-stuffing defensive tackle. He creates a pile-up with each and every snap.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Here's Osweiler. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Beckham, the return. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And Charles, as New York comes back out for offense, wanted to ask you about their run game. In between Rashad Jennings, Paul Perkins last week, 15 carries, 45 yards, and that's kind of been the story. The running game has had trouble getting going.
Been a major league struggle for them all season long. When they're able to compensate with the passing game, it's not as noticeable. But when they struggle in that as well, and you remember in the last ball game, they struggled against Dallas throwing the ball again. it becomes very noticeable. Need help from the offensive line, and the running backs have to find those holes to run through.
Looking for Cruz, and it's intercepted. And coming off that tackle, let's talk about this defense for the Giants, what they did against the Cowboys, holding them to just 7 points, and they were dominant.
Janoris Jenkins plastered himself to Des Bryant out on the corner. He was terrific. How about Romeo Okwara playing defensive end for Jason Pierre-Paul? 8 tackles led the Giants. 1.5 for a loss, a sack, broke up a pass, and had 3 quarterback hits. He stuffed the stat sheet. And last but not least, they held the Dallas Cowboys on third downs to 1 of 15 on the night.
Throwing now, Osweiler on first down, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Well, so they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
A good pickup there at 22. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Miller. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They keep it with Miller on first down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now Osweiler. Complete to Mumphrey. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And this one's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. The slot man in motion right. Again on 2nd and 10 now. It's Osweiler. Incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Hopkins, a man in motion right. On 3rd down, Osweiler. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. begin the drive with Rashad Jennings. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
To throw is Manning. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. He's got Cruz complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Give him 27 yards that time. And it's 1st down, New York. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency. Get to the line of scrimmage. Snap the ball.
From midfield, here's Manning. They go screen play with Jennings. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Manning going to throw.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game. But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Into the red zone now. Manning. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Giants are in for 6. Such an art to dot the I, just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful, athletic play, but also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure that they learn how to train their feet to get down in bounds.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And this one complete to Will Fuller. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Lamar Miller. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
Set. Green. That's in there, Barney. Detroit. Back there. That's in there, Barney.
Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
On second down, Osweiler. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So the hard count gets them there, neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defense thought they had the timing down, but the quarterback hit them with a hard count, got them to jump.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. No.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
Here we go now.
Osweiler now to throw on third down. And finding Fedorowicz. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go.
In motion right is Hopkins. On first down, Osweiler. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first and 10, it's Osweiler. Complete to Mumphrey. A gain of 6 there on first. Again, Osweiler. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
It's complete to Fuller. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Here we go now. Please.
Slot man moves right. From the red zone now. Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's going to look deep down the field. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll throw on 1st down with Osweiler. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the 1st.
Now let's go. Green.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. This is Miller, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground.
All right, here we go.
Throwing now, Osweiler on 1st down. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Set. 3-19.
From midfield now, here's Osweiler. He's got Fuller. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
3rd down now following the completed pass. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Osweiler out to his left. And finding Fedorowicz. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. And when he started rolling left there as a right-handed quarterback, I thought, boy, this third down play is going nowhere. But credit to him, able to pick up the first.
And all you righties who are watching the game at home, get out of your chair, get off the couch, move to your left, and then rifle one. He may leave a hole in the wall, you'll have to explain later, but you'll see how difficult that throw actually was.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Miller, the lone setback. This time Osweiler will throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that'll make it third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Caught here by Griffin. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Now Miller will take the direct snap. He'll buy some time right. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Lamar Miller taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
It's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That is incomplete. Well, a fun league-wide story, no matter who we're covering, is Detroit. Another come-from-behind win for Matthew Stafford and company. They're now 9-4 this year.
How about 13 games? 12 of them they've been behind in the fourth quarter. 9, as you just mentioned, they've won. And Matthew Stafford's the key reason why. He has to be in the discussion for most valuable player, the way he's rallied his team. And I'm going to flip it over. There's one other guy we've got to talk about from the AFC side. He had a rough game in his last out against Kansas City. But Derek Carr has had a magnificent year. And the two of them are both playing hurt. Injuries to their throwing hands.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look. 6 DBs. Manning going to throw. Out on the right, this is Cruz. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Manning. Able to find Harris, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah. after that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play.
Well, here in the booth, we have a playoff picture if it ended today, and I'm looking at the AFC to take a quick pivot. At Patriots, Chiefs, Raiders, all looking very good. Pass out, a lot of shuffling still could be done.
Well, let's face it, AFC East has been locked down for a lot of years, so we know how that's going to turn out. But let's head out west because Oakland and Kansas City are tied at 10-3. But Kansas City swept the season series, so they have the ultimate tiebreaker right there. And the AFC South, the records may not be pretty, but it's snug there. Houston, Tennessee both tied, and Indianapolis just one game back.
He's going to let this one go deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set, 6 DBs on third. Now Manning, he's going to let it go again. And incomplete, he can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Let's go.
On first down, Osweiler. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
Now Osweiler on second down. Mumphrey with it over the middle. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. So the offense has it first and 10. And the D looking like they may blitz. A first down carry now for Miller. Evades the tackler and now some space. Lamar Miller. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
All right, here we go. Boom. That's it now, Barney. Barney. No. Check. Patriots.
On first and 10, it's Osweiler. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Will Fuller, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans will extend their lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and it's 3rd and 5.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because...
And he fires one that's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Novak is on to attempt the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Now Manning to try again after the pick 6. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 2nd down following the incompletion.
When you hear screen, screen, screen on defense, that's a little bit scary because you know a big play might result.
He was so ready to get to part 2 of the screen, he forgot part 1, couldn't get the ball. It's hauled in by Shepard. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
He was trying to get it to Rashad Jennings, and it's 3rd down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He finds Beckham complete. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And they're going to speed things up here.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Rashad Jennings taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Sliding out of the pocket. Muscles him off. Room here to run. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Give him 30 yards there. Miller, the lone setback. He's going to get the football. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
All right, here we go.
On second down, here's Osweiler. He shakes it off. Oh, no, he lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Now Manning. They go screenplay with Jennings. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a New York first. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Manning now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw is Manning. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Manning to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're in a good spot. 2-possession game barely, but a 2-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
Fuller brings it in over the middle. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Osweiler's going to throw it. His throw incomplete. Here's Osweiler. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Here we go now. Green now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard.
Throwing now is Osweiler. He's got time. He's going to loft one deep. This is intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now out come the Giants. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
So after the INT, it's Manning. Out on the right, this is Cruz. A gain of 6 there on first. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw, it's Manning. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Throwing is Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.